destroy your channel, let's go ahead and go live on YouTube. We are going to keep it 100 this entire stream. Because this is going to be interesting information. It's all about nuance. This is all about how live streaming destroy your YouTube channel. I've seen it time and time again. If you incorrectly implement a live strategy, I'm going to show you a number of examples of channels that have attempted a live strategy, including channels that I've operated. And I will show you how live streams, if you do them incorrectly, if you do them with the wrong content mix, the YouTube algorithm will punish your channel and will ultimately destroy your channel, if you will, if channels even exist anymore, which they kind of don't exist. So this is not just clickbait. This is not just a ridiculous thumbnail of your channel being destroyed, which it is a ridiculous thumbnail. This is the real deal. And I'm going to show you examples of channels that have been successful live streaming channels that have not grown, that have declined, or have plateaued because they live streamed in a particular way. They live streamed too much. Live streaming became too much of much of their content mix, and it ended up ultimately destroying their channel or having them have to reset their strategy in order to proceed. So let's freaking do it. Raelyaz here, Off Grid with Doug and Stacy's here, M&J TV. We've got channels anywhere from a couple hundred subscribers all the way up to hundreds of thousands of subscribers in chat right now. So it's great to see all of you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the clickbait thumbnail, and this is not just clickbait, friends. This is the real deal. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys here. This is something that, this is one of those things I study an unhealthy amount, is live streaming on YouTube and live streaming on different platforms. Some people at the end of the day, they drink a glass of red wine. I actually drank a glass of wine. Abdallah Smash is here as well. Good to see you. They drink a glass of red wine. Maybe they sit down and watch some Netflix. Maybe they chill with their family. Well, what I actually do is I go look at live streams, and I don't even watch the actual streams themselves. I just look at the numbers. I look up the statistics behind people's channels. I look at what's trending on the platform. I look what the top games are. I'm seeing who's getting the most engagement. I'm looking at their content mix, and I'm studying what works and what doesn't on YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, Facebook, etc. Why? Because I think this stuff is incredibly interesting. And I've implemented these strategies on channels that I have managed, and I want to show you what can happen if you live stream incorrectly. This is a cautionary tale, and this is something that all of you guys who are considering live streaming need to learn from. So first things first, let me keep it real with you. This is like the central thesis of this stream and this message I'm going to tell you guys. Live streaming will not grow your YouTube channel. So this is something that's really important for you guys to remember. Live streaming will not grow your YouTube channel. Streaming does not grow YouTube channels. It just doesn't. Okay? There may be some exceptions here and there where live streams do occasionally take off and do occasionally grow your channel, but your live streams will not grow your actual channel in terms of your audience growth. So that is something really, really important that you guys need to remember, and you need to remove that from your thinking of, I'm gonna live stream and I'm gonna grow my channel, I'm gonna grow my audience because I'm live streaming. This is simply not the case. Now, there are some exceptions where certain live streams end up taking off, or maybe you brought a first gameplay to the table, or maybe something exceptionally interesting or unique or that provided a lot of value happened during your live stream. But generally speaking, 99% of the time, live streams do not grow YouTube channels. So what do live streams do? Live streams, they help you increase your revenue on your channel. So you will make more money if you live stream on your channel. And of course, you can increase the connection with your audience and have a unique experience with your audience through live streaming. These are the two primary values of live streaming. So M&J TV earlier on in chat said, hold on a second, Awall recommended that I go live on my channel instead of doing Let's Plays. I'm gonna bring up an example of one of you guys and one of my patrons and kick things off with that. Then I'm gonna show you the examples of channels that have been destroyed or otherwise didn't succeed because they went live on YouTube. I recommended that you switch from a Let's Play strategy, as in releasing video versions of Let's Plays, and then instead do live Let's Plays instead. So I'd like to bring this exception up first before we get started today. So when it comes to something like Let's Plays, where if you're literally just doing a traditional Let's Play, where you're literally just playing a video game in a normal playing a video game way, you can live stream that content and that is okay. Why can you do that? Because it is identical content and you're actually providing more value by live streaming that content on your channel, because you're providing that live interaction with your audience, and you're making more money by going live because you can make things like tips, super chats, channel memberships, etc. So for things like Let's Plays, a lot of the time it can be beneficial to do a live stream instead of a video version of a Let's Play, because Let's Plays themselves on YouTube are dying, and they're a dying breed of content because Let's Plays themselves don't bring much value to the audience at all. You're just playing a video game. Who cares? So that is one exception that I want to bring up early on. And that in some cases, instead of doing video versions of Let's Plays, live streaming on YouTube can make sense. But let's talk about how that can work and how that cannot work. So let me bring up M&J as an example. I'm going to pick on you, M&J for a bit. So with his channel strategy before, he was doing Let's Play videos. Now he's doing these 2-hour and hour-and-a-half live streams because I recommended that he do them. And he has these gangster thumbnails that we created, and it's going pretty well. He's making tips, he's getting super chats, he's getting channel memberships through doing that content. Now, the reason why he is able to live stream on his YouTube channel today and still be successful on YouTube today is because he has content on his channel that is going to grow his channel, that is going to grow his video views, going to grow his minutes watched, and actually serve what the algorithm wants. And that's the reason why I approved, if you will, M&J doing live streams on his channel, is because he's making content like this on his channel. 10 things every Pokemon player hates, for example. Or he made another video, 10 types of Pokemon fans. And these videos on his channel that are alongside the live streams that he's doing are getting over 100,000 views a piece, and they are getting the minutes watched he needs, the click-through rate he needs. It's giving YouTube what it wants. Content that is very valuable, that delivers clear value to viewers, that has a high click-through rate and has a high audience retention. And so because he has this mix of high-performing content next to his live streams, this strategy can work for him. So this is an example of someone who is live streaming 5 days a week, but has a successful overall content strategy on their channel, despite the fact that they're doing live streams this often. So this is working for him because he is deliberately producing super high performing videos when he's not live streaming. He's not doing extra Let's Plays on his channel. He's not doing extra throwaway or garbage content on his channel. He's doing super high performing top 10 videos, and now he's doing Pokemon Go videos to make sure that he has channel builders, he has audience builders, because he's doing live streams. This is an example I want to show you that is like the exception to everything that I'm about to tell you. So this is working for M&J right now, okay? Let's go into the examples that I want to show you, the cautionary tales that I want to tell you, okay? So, is it possible to grow a YouTube channel today using live streaming only? I used to think that that was possible, but every time I see it happen on YouTube, something gets destroyed along the way, and people lose their way. And they get confused, and they make huge mistakes, and they end up blowing up their YouTube channel in a terrible way. In a very bad, their YouTube channel collapsed way. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So Raimi Gaming is an example of this. I'm not trying to pick on this creator. I'm not trying to make fun of him. I'm going to tell you this cautionary tale. Raimi Gaming, to me, I thought that this channel was proving that you could just live stream on YouTube and grow and make that strategy work just by live streaming. And look at his social blade, guys. It was an incredible rise of views. When Fortnite came out, he was the top console player for Fortnite, and he live streamed every day. And he went from getting 8,000 views per month on his YouTube channel, just streaming Fortnite on his YouTube channel, to 38,000, 1 million, 7 million, 9 million, 13 million. And then he plateaued at 13 million, and then his channel collapsed. What did he do? He started switching around his strategy. He started mixing it up by going to Facebook. He started changing what he was doing because he saw some funky things happening with the YouTube algorithm. Okay, he brought the live streaming strategy back. 4 million views, 2 million views, then he got up to 44 million views, I think, when he relisted his videos, and now the channel's collapsed down again to nothing, with this channel flip-flopping between YouTube live strategy and not. And if you go to Alex Raimi's Gaming's channel right now, where are all of his live streams? This guy was live streaming every single day, and the video version of his live stream was getting 200,000 views, 300,000 views a pop on the regular. He was getting thousands of people watching his live streams concurrently every single day on YouTube. What happened? So a lot of people, this is the only channel I've ever seen live stream from scratch and grow to incredible heights, and then now ultimately collapse and start to fail. And what happened with this channel was content strategy mistakes that he made along the way. I don't know the entire story. I have been following it, here and there every couple weeks or so, but he switched from so once he reached this incredible height, this is a cautionary tale for all of you guys that are considering a live streaming strategy. It is possible to grow a channel using live streaming to epic heights. Alex Raimi Gaming did it because he used best value on YouTube to get there. He is literally the best console player for Fortnite in the world, and he got there. But what he did once he got to these great heights, and this is the huge mistake that I see so many channels make. Please listen to this. Once you get to those incredible heights and you get here to a point of success with YouTube Live, he then decided that he was going to mix it up and also stream to Facebook because reasons. And then he decided that he was going to unlist some of his videos because he didn't like them or something. And then he decided to relist them for random reasons. And he started messing with his channel and messing with his content and mixing up his audience onto multiple platforms when he was taking off. This was a huge mistake that destroyed the ultimate success story of YouTube Live. And I want to tell you guys this cautionary tale and show you Alex Raimi Gaming as a cautionary tale of what not to do. This was the only channel in the history of YouTube that I saw be successful streaming specifically to YouTube and growing, and then ultimately failing. So if you have a strategy that's working on YouTube and that strategy is growing your channel, do not get greedy. Do not unlist your content. Do not change what you're doing. Ride that wave with 80% of your content strategy, and with 20% you can experiment and do other things and be a massive success. So that's one cautionary tale of how ultimately success through YouTube live streaming, that was not what I wanted to show you. Success through YouTube live streaming using on Alex Raimi Gaming's channel ultimately caused the downfall of this channel. I mean, he's still getting 800 concurrent viewers right now. It's not like it's a completely destroyed channel, but his constant changing of his strategy, swapping between platforms, and I'm saying he got greedy. He got too ambitious, I guess. And he kind of got greedy, like, I'm gonna build on Facebook and YouTube. I'm super huge, I'm gonna do it all. And he constantly messed with his channel and unlisted his content and messed with the algorithm. And ultimately, YouTube live streaming built his channel in a matter of months to epic heights, and then ultimately destroyed his channel at the same time. So this is a cautionary tale that I want to tell all of you. This is the only example of YouTube live streaming actually growing a channel that I've ever seen, okay? Let me share with you another cautionary tale of YouTube live streaming. So the point of that is, if you are doing live streaming, the live streaming is somehow actually growing your channel, do not change your strategy. Do that with 80% of your effort and your time and your content, and do not change the strategy. If you somehow made the magic happen, if you somehow repeated the typical gamer magic of live streaming every single day and that's somehow growing a channel, do it. You are in the top 1% of the top 1% of the top 1% of YouTube that is actually making that work. But let's talk about Typical Gamer, the king of live on YouTube right now. Did Typical Gamer get to where he's at with live streaming on YouTube? And the answer to that question is no, he did not. Even though he's the king of live streaming on YouTube today, he did not get to where he is at right now with live streaming on YouTube because of live streaming. He got here because he produced videos on YouTube during the growth phase of his channel, and those videos actually built his channel to a point where he could then live stream every single day after that. So live streaming did not grow Typical Gamer's channel to where it is today. He grew his channel to like 1 million subscribers using videos, because live streams don't grow channels. In some cases they do, in some exceptional cases they do, but he grew his channel up to 1 million subscribers, then he started live streaming. Once he had 1 million subscribers every single day, and then live streaming 3 to 4 times a day in 2 to 5 hour blocks back to back to back to back, grew his channel from 1 million subscribers to 7.5 million subscribers. So this is yet another cautionary tale, where you see channels on YouTube that are live streaming right now and are super successful, and you're thinking, I'm gonna live stream on my channel and I'm gonna grow like them. No, you're not. That's not how they got where they're at today. There was only one channel on YouTube that I've ever seen that actually grew using live streaming. Every other channel on YouTube actually grew producing videos on YouTube, not actually live streaming. So Abdallah Smash's question in chat is right, but is a 2-hour live stream VOD worth clicking on in post? Okay, let's find out. Is it worth clicking on? Let's go to YouTube, let's go to Typical Gamer's channel. 400,000 views, 300,000 views, 500,000 views, 900,000 views, 300,000 views. I mean, yeah, it's worth clicking on. If you have an incredibly clickable thumbnail, and you have an incredibly clickable title, and the way that you live stream your content is viewable later on as a video, then absolutely, it's worth clicking on a live stream later on and watching the live stream. Typical Gamer, for example, designs his live streams so that you can watch them as a video later on. He doesn't do massive amounts of live interaction with his audience. He isn't constantly referring to things that happened in chat while he's playing games. He is just making an entertaining video that he just happens to be live streaming on YouTube. So he is live streaming as if it's a video. Okay? And so that's why Typical Gamer is the king of live right now. He's live streaming as if it is a video. That is the correct live strategy today. If you want to actually have your live streams grow your channel in some capacity. It only works for Typical Gamer because he grew his channel to a certain point, he had a certain level of audience, and then he transitioned his video audience over to live, and he did the Let's Play to live transition strategy. So that's the only transition strategy from video to live that can work. If you were doing Let's Plays on your channel and those Let's Plays are not working anymore, then you can transition to a live strategy instead of a Let's Play strategy. Because doing Let's Plays live is better than just releasing Let's Plays as a video. So do you see me making these two exceptions, where in the case of M&J TV, in the case of Typical Gamer, it did make sense for them to transition into live by moving from Let's Play to live versions of Let's Play, but that is the only exception that actually works on YouTube. Other than that, live streams will either plateau in terms of audience growth or decline in terms of how much it grows your channel. Let me show you another interesting example of the different dynamics of how live streaming can destroy or plateau or not actually grow a channel. Streaming for VODs, best strat, use that all the time. Yeah, exactly, Abdallah Smash. So if you were definitely going to do a Let's Play anyway, if you just, without question, were going to do a Let's Play of a particular game, live stream it instead of uploading a video for sure. There is very little reason for any audience member to actually click a video of you playing a video game and then watch it offline. That just doesn't make any sense. Live stream it instead. use the mechanics of YouTube that reward freshness, that reward live interaction, and that big boost in the first 24 hours of doing a live stream to make that Let's Play get more traction. But only Let's Plays should be transitioned into live strategy, okay? So let's talk more. So there's another question here. Is it a good idea for smaller people to ignore chat just to make a live to video strategy work? So let me keep it 100 about smaller channels on YouTube. If you are a smaller channel on YouTube, it is fun to do live streams. You're down here, let's say, in terms of growth. And the big channels that are actually getting traction in terms of live stream are way up here in terms of growth. They are, you know, maybe 100 times larger than you. And maybe they have way more audience than you. Live streams, if you're way down here on YouTube, are not going to grow your channel to get you up here. So every minute you're spending live streaming on your YouTube channel as a small YouTuber is holding your growth back algorithmically. Those live streams are not going to grow your channel just straight up. All those live streams are going to do for you as a small creator is help you make more money. You can make significantly more money by live streaming on your channel versus doing a Let's Play. And those live streams can help you have better interaction with your audience and build a stronger community. But other than making more money and having a stronger connection with your community, for a small YouTuber, live streams are not helping you grow on YouTube. And so that's another reason why I very, very, very strongly recommend that if you are a small creator, that you use Restream.io to stream to multiple platforms. A huge reason why I recommend this is because if you're only streaming to YouTube, you're not going to grow. You're just not going to grow. The algorithm is not going to grow you as a small YouTuber live streaming to YouTube specifically. So that's why I recommend that small YouTubers live stream to Facebook, to Twitch, to Mixer, to Periscope, all simultaneously, because getting audience on all of those additional platforms is going to be your growth strategy. That's why I'm telling you to live stream to these other platforms, because you're going to grow by being on all of these platforms simultaneously. The YouTube component isn't actually going to grow your channel. Live streaming will not grow your channel. In fact, it may end up hurting your channel as a small YouTuber because you have a limited amount of time to make content on your channel. And what grows channels, ladies and gentlemen? I've said it so many times, videos grow YouTube channels. Live streams do not grow YouTube channels. And so you have a limited amount of time and resources. You have a limited amount of resources, and the resource that most of you guys are utilizing for your channel is time, especially new YouTubers that don't have a lot of money. You have time as your primary resource, not money as your primary resource. As you become a larger YouTuber, you will have money as a resource. And then at that point, things get real interesting because then you can spend your money resource to save you time. And then things become a little bit different. So if you are spending your time live streaming on YouTube with the intention of growing your channel, that is a failure of a strategy. Stop doing that today. All right? Spend your time making videos instead. All right, so let's talk about another cautionary tale. A very, very sad cautionary, a success story kind of gone wrong, kind of gone right, with a huge up and down and what have you, and it's the Game Attack team. Please listen to this cautionary tale. This is the tale of making more money and building an incredible community at the same time, using YouTube Live with an amazing success story, and then them completely screwing it up and then blowing up their channel and their strategy along the way. So Game Attack, I love Game Attack. I have supported Game Attack for a long time. I've been their sponsor. I've been there the whole nine for a long time. And I love these guys. They're the former, they formerly were with Rooster Teeth, and they were the guys that used to run Screw Attack. You guys ever watch a video game? What is it? Death Battle, I believe is the name of it on Screw Attack. These are some of the guys that created that Craig. So Game Attack was a legendary YouTube live channel that ended up getting 2,000 sponsors in a matter of like 6 months on YouTube. 2,000 sponsors, by the way, is like over $6,000. It was an incredible rise for a channel at the time. Their actual live streams had like 300 to 500 concurrent viewers. Let's do some math here. They had 300 to 500 concurrent viewers on their channel. So only 300 to 500 people were watching them on their channel. And I estimate, despite the fact that only 300 to 500 people were watching them on each individual live stream on their channel, I estimate that they were making over $15,000 per month. How is that possible? It was an incredible success story on YouTube that I've never seen play out before, where they built this incredibly loyal community that was giving them a lot of money, and it was all working on YouTube. However, it became incredibly frustrating for them that their channel wasn't growing because they were doing an entirely live strategy, and they were very frustrated that their channel wasn't growing. They talked about it a little bit, about how they wanted to mix up their strategy and what have you. So they started a Patreon. And with their Patreon, they got their patrons to pay for editing and what have you, so they could make videos on their YouTube channel, so they could actually grow their YouTube channel. Then they moved from YouTube, in terms of their streaming, over to Twitch instead. When they did this, it more or less destroyed their strategy, and they just broke their channel again. So this is just like the story I was telling you about with Alex Raimi Gaming just a moment ago. The cautionary tale of someone who rose to power, if you will, using YouTube streaming, and then ultimately switched platforms when YouTube streaming was working for them, and then ended up destroying themselves or destroying their strategy along the way. And that's what happened when they moved from YouTube to Twitch, because they got frustrated because YouTube wasn't growing their audience. YouTube was only growing their revenue. And so this is another cautionary tale. If you have a successful YouTube live strategy that is actually growing your revenue or growing your audience and it is working, do not try to mix things up a whole lot. Ride that wave. Use the 80-20 rule. 80% of your time, do the thing that's working and making you more money, or even growing your channel in the case of Alex Raimi Gaming. And with 20% of your time, mix it up to do something new. And in the case of Alex Raimi Gaming, and in the case of Game Attack, they had something that was working with YouTube Live, either revenue-wise or audience growth-wise, and they used way more than 20% of their resources to do something new. They used half, or in some cases all, and they ended up ultimately destroying their strategy or going way back in time in terms of their progress and just screwing it all up. This is two very, very important cautionary tales I want you guys to know about, because this is extremely important. So many people ask me, should I start live streaming? Live is the most engaging type of content for any platform now. In terms of Twitter, in terms of Twitch, in terms of Mixer, in terms of YouTube, the algorithms prioritize live content. So everybody's thinking, I want to go live, I want to go live. The guy I'm going to be doing a channel review on today, the technology channel I'm going to be doing a channel review on today, is like, should I do live content? Please take these cautionary tales in mind and think about the nuances of these strategies and the nuances of how people are doing their live strategy today. And don't just think, I'm gonna go live and that's somehow gonna grow my channel. Or I'm gonna go live and that's somehow gonna grow my revenue. It could actually tank your revenue. It could actually tank your channel. It could plateau your channel. It could plateau your revenue. Or it could break something that was already working, and you could be totally screwing up your content strategy. So it's very, very important that you take these exceptions into account that I brought up. And the exceptions include M&J TV, for example. I'm advising this channel, I'm coaching this channel. He is releasing content that is growing his channel, videos, so it's okay that he's going live 5 days a week. That is okay, that is working, that's fine. Typical Gamer is an exception, like we brought up a moment ago, of a channel that grew from 0 to 1 million subscribers using videos. And then using videos, he was then, using the growth that he created with videos, he was then able to transition from doing Let's Plays into a live strategy. That is an exception to the rule of how you can grow on YouTube, okay? Other than that, only the top 1% of the top 1% of the top 1%, like Alex Raimi Gaming, can end up growing a channel from 8,000 views per month down here to 11 million views per month using live streams. This is 100% the exception. You are not going to grow your channel doing this. And then another exception, of course, is Game Attack. Are you incredibly charismatic and a baller at community building like Game Attack? If you are, then you could potentially use YouTube Live to grow your revenue to something like $15,000+ per month using YouTube Live. But keep in mind those cautionary tales of if you have something that's working, and if you are the top 1% of the top 1% of the top 1% on YouTube that can make YouTube Live grow your revenue or channel, do not screw it up and do not go beyond the 80-20 rule in terms of your content strategy, or you will destroy yourself and you will destroy your channel. Here's the final example that I want to show you guys. Darsizzle Offshore, it's great to see you here. Thank you everybody for coming. Guys, this is really important information for everybody that's considering live streaming. Let me show you TGN Squadron. This is a channel that we, after 7 years of operation, we ended up having to close down, which I'm very proud of it. This is a channel that was a primarily live channel. We did thousands of live streams here. We launched YouTube Gaming with this channel. I was in Bloomberg launching YouTube Gaming with this channel live. So I can tell you from experience, this initiative operating for years, for 7 years. Let's take a look at Social Blade. For 7 years, the subscribers never really grew. The audience never really grew that much. Negative subscribers on a monthly basis. The views were there when we were doing a video strategy here, in this point in the timeline. On TGN Squadron, there was a video strategy here and here. And then over time with the live strategy, the channel just never grew in terms of audience growth. And this is a group of some of the most talented and charismatic and interesting live streamers on YouTube, with me backing them up, with great managers on my team backing them up, with professional graphic designers. We're talking pro streamers and pro personalities, and a legitimate company backing up this live YouTube destination and working this strategy. And the bottom line is only hundreds of thousands of views per month and a slow decline over time. Now, given the main video game they were covering also declined over time, Heroes of the Storm, but the point is, the point of this cautionary tale that I want to tell you guys is that this was a YouTube live strategy that I used from experience, and you cannot grow a channel using an entirely YouTube live strategy. I've tried it with some of the best streaming talent out there, with some of the best people out there, with some of the best strategists out there behind the channel. And the bottom line is we were able to grow the revenue on this channel to a certain point, but ultimately we were unable to grow the audience to large enough to where the revenue made sense. And the revenue actually worked out in the long run. So unfortunately, that is another cautionary tale I can tell you from firsthand experience of how YouTube live streams do not grow channels. So what are you guys going to do now? What actions are you going to take with this information? So first things first, if you're a small channel, restream to multiple platforms if you are going to go live, because that is going to help you grow your audience, because you're going to acquire new audience on new platforms like Mixer, Twitch, Facebook Gaming, Periscope, etc. Critical. Very, very critical. Crafting Vegito, good to see you in chat. Crafting Vegito is a hundreds of thousands of subscribers channel. Thank you for joining, Crafting Vegito. I think I tagged you on my tweet. That's probably why you're here. And he puts his live streams as unlisted when he's done. Hey, what is up, you? So that's something that you guys should keep in mind. Some people do that because the actual live stream VODs probably won't grow your channel. So that's something that Crafting Vegito has identified. Rurikon is another creator. This is somebody I've talked about before who uses a similar strategy. This is somebody who's grinded it out for 7 years on YouTube, who does live stream, but only occasionally actually has the live streams drop on his channel as a VOD, and he's probably gonna stop doing that. because the videos that are growing his channel, or the things that are growing his channel, are his videos like this one, his videos like this one. The things that don't grow his channel are the live streams like this one and the live streams like this one. So the live streams will make him money, the live streams will build him community, but the live streams are not going to grow his channel, and a lot of creators are now unlisting those live streams on YouTube instead of letting them drop on the channel as a video as a result, if their #1 priority right now is audience growth. So here's the final thought for you guys. Here's the most important thought for you guys in this whole conversation about how live streams can destroy channels, plateau channels, ruin people, or make people in some exceptions. Nick, it's good to see you. Nick on Periscope, thank you for joining. Here's the thing to keep in mind, and we're gonna tie this back to some of the central concepts that I'm talking about on my channel on the regular. And then we're gonna do a technology channel review from one of my new patrons, Mark Burrow, right after this. Why do I tell you guys all the time to know what your priorities are? This is critically important for this live strategy. You're gonna have one of 3 major priorities. You're gonna have one of 3 priorities that you're going to have to balance as a creator. And this is the final thought here for this live stream conversation. And you guys should take this to the bank. There's only 3 types of motivations that you can have as a creator: making more money, growing your audience, or fulfilling your creative needs. You're going to have to pick which one of these is the most important to you. And that's the crux of the big mistakes that a lot of these channels or creators or things that I showed you a moment ago made. You have to pick which one is most important to you. And I can tell you from experience in all of these examples that I showed you, that live is not going to help you with this category of audience growth. It is just not going to help you. Live is not going to help you with this column right here, okay? So if your objectives are to fulfill emotional things for yourself or creative things for you, then live can be a solution for your channel, for your YouTube channel. If your objective is to make more money on your channel, then sure, live can be a solution for you. Super chats, tips, donations, what have you, channel memberships, it can be a solution for you. But you have to pick which motivation is the most important for you, because you can't have all 3 at the exact same time. I've talked about this so many times on the channel. All 3 motivations cannot be served at the same time. It is literally impossible. So if you're going to go live, you have to choose this motivation, money, or this motivation, emotional appeal. You cannot choose this motivation, audience growth, when you go live. What you need to do if you want to fulfill that audience growth motivation is to make videos on YouTube instead, okay? So videos is the only thing that can fulfill this primary motivation for you. And if you choose videos and audience growth as your primary motivation moving forward, just keep in mind that you may have to sacrifice your emotional satisfaction, and you may have to sacrifice how much money you're making on the channel as a result. These are the tough decisions that you have to make as a creator when you're deciding between your live and your video strategy, and you're deciding which motivations are most important to you. Rant about live streaming complete. I hope that you guys got value from that. This is something I've been wanting to talk about for a long time, and I wanted to keep it 100 with you guys about live streaming and about how it can destroy, plateau, ruin channels, destroy strategies, and only in certain cases can it make a channel from an audience growth perspective. I hope that you guys got value from that. That was what, a half-hour rant on live stream? Wow, 35-minute rant on live streaming strategy. I hope that you guys found that valuable. Let me know in chat if you got any value from that. And if you missed any component of that, go back and watch the VOD version of this later. That should help you, because all of that context is really important to know when you're creating your live, when you're considering your live strategy on YouTube. All right. Let me take a sip of coffee, because I just talked for 35 minutes straight with no break, and we're gonna do a legendary channel review for a technology channel. This one should be incredibly interesting, This is the very first technology channel that I've done a channel review for here on the channel. So let's go. Crafting Vegito says you want growth and money, and you found a way to do both, kinda. That's awesome. A lot of the times that people want growth and money, they'll have to sacrifice their creative satisfaction as a result. Because making content on YouTube that will grow your channel and make you money on YouTube, a lot of the time you kind of have to work the algorithm. You have to maybe game things a little bit, do some hardcore clickbait, maybe make content that you're not as interested in to get that growth and to get that money. You know, those are sacrifices that people have to make regularly, and that's something that I don't know if you've had to make those sacrifices, but that's something that happens on the regular that a lot of people have to deal with, right? You're like, I don't want to make this video, but I'm gonna make it because I know it'll get views. How many of you guys have said that to yourselves? If any of you guys are creators that have been doing this for over a year, 100% of you guys have said that to yourselves. I need to grow my channel and I need to make money. I don't really want to make this video, or I want to make this video less than another video, but I'm just gonna make it because it's gonna get views. Come on, be honest, post in chat. How many of you guys have said that to yourselves? You know you have, because you have to choose between those three motivations. You can't have all three of them at the exact same time. That is just truth. Cheers to all of you, and we're gonna do a legendary channel review that all of you guys can learn from on how this technology channel can improve. And there's gonna be a lot of lessons for you guys here that I wanna teach you guys about being knowledgeable in your space, having a high production value, and having amazing Photoshop skills. But without the right strategy, your channel isn't going to grow. And so this is the case for Mark Spurl, the channel review I'm about to do right now, and it's gonna be really, really interesting to cover this. I'm also gonna cover social media strategy here, talk about what's working and what could improve, thumbnail strategy, the whole nine here. So this is a lot of stuff that all of you guys can learn from when I review Mark Spurl's channel. A really cool tech channel. Cheers. Yeah, Crafting Vegito has said to themselves, I'm gonna make this video just to get views. So is Mark Spurl. Yup. Everybody has. You gotta do it, man. Oh, I need that coffee. Holy crap, I literally took no break and I just ranted. Whew, ranted for 35 minutes. Let's go. Who's ready for this legendary channel review? Let's freaking go. Legendary channel review time for Mark Spurl begins now. Okay, Mark Spurl is one of my new patrons, so thank you very much to Mark for becoming my patron. And if any of you guys are interested in becoming my patron and getting a legendary channel review or getting one-on-one coaching or advice directly from me, I do offer that service. So you guys, and also I would really appreciate your financial support. I'm trying to make enough money from helping creators to make this a way bigger part of my life. So your financial support is really, really important. Not to mention, I can bring you guys a lot of value and help you guys chase your dream of creating content for a living. I have done this through creating the largest gaming network out there and working for Broadband TV and working with creators for 7 years. So Mark Spurl, let's talk about you, buddy. Mark Spurl is a technology channel on YouTube, and this technology channel has a fantastic foundation working for him. Here's what he's got going for him. He's very knowledgeable in his space. He is a wizard with tech. He's a wizard at building computers. He's a wizard at understanding all of the technology behind things. So he has fantastic knowledge in his space. He's also got very good video and audio production skills that are far above average. And as you can see from his banner and his thumbnails and what have you, he's got far above average Photoshop skills as well. So he has the knowledge and he has the technical skills to be able to be successful on YouTube. But why is it that his channel is not blowing up right now? That's what I'm here to fix. That's my job. That's why he's my patron. I've got those answers for Mark. So before we get into it, let's take a look at Mark Spurl's numbers here on Social Blade so you guys can kind of see the story of this channel. Currently, he's getting 163 subscribers per month, which is good. Congratulations. And he is getting 41,000 views per month. And as you can see, there's been an upward view trajectory and there's been an upward subscriber trajectory over the course of let's say the last year or so. So good job having that upward trajectory. That's really, really good. But obviously everybody wants their growth to be faster, especially if you're a channel like Mark, who's putting in a significant amount of effort, and I'll show you one of his videos in a moment, a significant amount of effort into the production value of his video and reviewing tech. It takes a lot of time resources to make the content that he's making. So in order to justify all of that time that Mark is spending, he needs more audience growth, and of course, he needs more money in order to justify all of that time that he's spending. So we're going to work on that right now. So congratulations on the growth that you have so far, and congratulations on making high quality content already on your channel. You're well ahead of the game in terms of a lot of creators. All right, so how do we get you to the next level? The thumbnails are great. Crafting Vegeta likes the thumbnails. They are great. Like, they look really nice, but I've got some harsh criticisms for your thumbnails. They look design and aesthetically, they look beautifully aesthetically, but you need to make some major tweaks to these thumbnails. I'm gonna get into it. I'm building you up right now, Mark, so that I can tear you down and I can fix your strategy. You don't need me to compliment your design skills anymore. You need a better strategy behind those design and production skills. So let's work on that. So first things first, what is working on this channel? What is getting traction on this channel? So that's what we're gonna talk about right now. The big things that are getting traction on this channel are videos like this. How to build a $200 gaming PC, a video that saves people money. Let me show you a few other examples. And let me just show you one of his videos. And let me link this video for you guys in chat. Here you go. Mark's content's really good. As you guys can see, he's got a nice intro. He's got the nice graphics. He's got a nice intro. He's got just the quality there. As you guys can see, he's got on-site shots that he's doing. He's got multiple camera setups. He's got these really juicy shots of the actual technology, which will look really nice and really polished. He's got his hosted shots that he's doing really well. So and he's got these cutaways, the editing's good, like all of this is good. Production value, check. Production value, check, okay? So in here, let me just show you the hosted shot at the beginning. Isn't that really nice? He's got that nice background. It communicates technology. He is a pretty good looking guy. It's nice and color corrected. It looks super clean. Everything's just so nice here, right? So nice from a production standpoint. All right, so what content is working? How come that production value that he's bringing on his channel isn't growing all of his videos? All right, so this video right here is doing well because it's saving people money. It's bringing unique and challenge value. The unique value of this is you only have $200 and you're trying to build a gaming PC, and the challenge of course is that you're on a budget. So because he's bringing unique and challenge value to this video, it got views. Cool, let me show a few other examples. He also has some budget videos down here that did really well of creating things on a budget. Here's another budget gaming PC video that did really well. Once again, it's a unique video and it's a challenge video, two values all at the same time, and it got a high value as a result. Here's another budget video that got 33,000 views. Once again, similar value, unique value and challenge value, and it got thousands and thousands of views. Let's talk about another type of content on the channel that's working, because then we're going to talk about the content that's not working. And the other type of content that's working is reviewing very, very, very specific items and getting, I assume, search results from reviewing those very specific items. So technology. So like this very specific LG 27UD68 monitor. Very specific review working. These Asus ZenBook UX blah 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 blah. Very specific review, it's working. And so the reason why these reviews are working is because you're providing clear learning value, and I assume that these products are somewhat new, and so there's new value as well. So two types of value being delivered in the cases of both of these successful content. So what is the lesson that we're learning here? When Mark Burrow, in his videos, when he's planning his content strategy, not just his thumbnails, not just his title, not just his shots, not just what he's reviewing, when he's planning his content and he has 2 types of value that his content is delivering, he gets thousands of views, in some case tens of thousands of views in his videos. This applies to all of you as well, guys, as well. That's why I'm constantly talking about value. His budget videos bring unique value and challenge value. His review videos bring learning value and new value. So because he's bringing 2 types of value in that content, they're getting thousands of views. All right, well, let's talk about the content that's not working. What's going on with the content that's not working and not getting big views? All right, so here's a video about a Bluetooth smart hat. This video is bringing unique value, of course. This is a Bluetooth smart hat. That's unique, but that's only one kind of value. And one kind of value doesn't get views. Okay, let's take a look at another video here. Is 4K gaming, let's grab another one. This USB hub has everything. Okay, this is providing a best value in this video. Check out the best value that we're providing. There's one kind of value here. It's communicating that this thing is the best. All right, there's only one value, so this video only got 200 views. Let's continue to look at some other examples. This is a thumbnail that we reviewed on the channel. Here's Don't Buy the Hero 6 video. Don't buy this. So basically you're saying this product is the worst. This is more or less best value. It's the opposite of best value. It's kind of worst value. You're saying that this is like the ultimate worst. Don't buy this product. You're providing one kind of value here, which is best. Okay, there's one kind of value there. It only got 200 views. So when you're only providing one clear value in your videos, you're getting hundreds of views. When you're providing multiple kinds of clear value, 2 or more types of value in your videos, you're getting thousands of views. That is the primary thing holding your channel back right now. You're not focusing on clear value in most of your videos, which results in you, Mark, and YouTubers everywhere and creators everywhere wasting your time making a video that only provides one type of value. Technology is so incredibly competitive right now. It is one of the most competitive spaces on YouTube. Technology is incredibly competitive, and gaming is incredibly competitive. So if you want to compete against the big boys, and we're going to talk about the big boys right now, you need to bring at least 2 sets of very clear value in every single video that you're producing, not just through your thumbnail, and not just through your title, but the actual concept of the video itself needs to do that. But which types of values should you focus on, Mark, to get views and to exceed your competitors? All right, so when you've got big competitors out there, and a lot of you guys may be familiar with this channel, I love this channel. You got MKBHD, one of the best tech channels on YouTube. The big boys on YouTube that are doing these tech videos have millions of subs, are getting tons and tons of growth. They're so freaking huge. How do you compete against big boys like this that are doing content on all of the newest products, talking about which products are the best? They're bringing tons of new and best value because they are the big boys. Let's also look at another channel like Linus Tech Tips, who's saying, who can bring a lot of new value or best value on YouTube, and they can win because they're the big boys in terms of technology. When you are on top on YouTube, you can cover the new stuff, and you can cover the stuff that and do reviews and talk about what's the best because you're big, because you can get the big views, because you can crush your competitors. And so when you can get the most minutes watched on a piece of content about something new, you can be the top result for that. When you are the big credible source of information, you can say what's best and what's worst with your reviews, and you can get big minutes watched with that because you're credible. When you're the small guy, new and best are generally off the table. So let's talk about the 5 content values and which ones are on the table for you, Mark, and anybody who's trying to break into any niche. All right, so what we talked about earlier, so let's say this is the upper echelons of YouTube. This is where the big boys are up here. And then this is the lower echelons of YouTube. This is where the majority of 99.9% of YouTubers are. The big boys up here at the top, they dominate new value with their videos, and they dominate best value with their videos. And they are going to continue to bring the newest and the best things on their channel because they can crush you because they're bigger than you. So what value does that leave for smaller YouTubers like you, Mark Burrow, for you to cover on your channel? Well, there's still 3 big values that you can bring in your content that are already working for you, that I just covered a moment ago, that you can get big views on YouTube. Number 1 is unique value. When you are a smaller YouTuber, you can bring unique value on your channel and you can grow. You can also bring learning value on your channel. How-tos, find out about this product. This is a very specific piece of learning content. And the other part is challenge value. You can bring challenge value on your channel and you can grow. Small YouTubers, small creators everywhere, this is not just for tech channels, this is for your channel as well. The big boys dominate new and best. Small channels, you need to go after unique, you need to go after learning, and you need to go after challenge, because those are things that you can do to grow so that when you become the big boy, then you can cover the newest and the best things. Mark Burrow, take a screenshot of this. This should be the foundation of your content strategy, and small creators everywhere, take a screenshot of this. This should be the foundation of your content strategy moving forward if you want to grow on YouTube. Don't live stream unique, don't live stream learning, don't live stream challenge. Make videos about unique learning and challenge, and you can grow as a small creator. Havoc, it's good to see you. You're gonna catch the VODs? All right, cool, sounds good. Your PC overheated? No, I'm sorry to hear that. That's a very sad story, Havoc. Very sorry to hear that. So this needs to be the foundation of your content strategy moving forward, small creators and Mark Burrow. Okay? Let's get a little bit deeper. So now that we know that this is the foundation of your content strategy, small creators and Mark Burrow, more specifically, what can you do to communicate that value and to bring that value on your channel and to work the YouTube algorithm? All right? And so this is where we get into the details a little bit more for you, Mark. So let's get into it. So let's take a look at your thumbnails. We're gonna crowdsource some thumbnail feedback here. All right, let's take a look at a successful thumbnail. And I want all of you guys, creators in chat, to help identify, oops, I cut off some of the thumbnail. Give Mark some feedback on what you think he could improve about this thumbnail right here to make it more clickable. This one right here. Guys, go ahead and put your feedback in chat. The title of this video is How to Build a $200 Gaming PC. How could he improve this thumbnail? Go ahead and provide your feedback in chat, and then I'm gonna provide my feedback, because I've got some very tactical feedback that I think can improve your click-through rate, Mark, and can help increase your views by a significant margin. You've been keeping notes? Awesome, Mark. This will be a VOD later. And of course, Mark, because you're one of my $25 patrons, we can continue to DM each other. You can continue to ask me questions that I'll answer on stream. And then next month, if you want me to re-review anything on your channel, I'm happy to do that as well. I do that for all of my $25 patrons to kind of keep the conversation going and to keep advising you. But guys in chat, what could he do to improve this thumbnail? Drop your feedback in chat on what could be improved about this How to Build a $200 Gaming PC thumbnail. It's a good thumbnail, but it could be significantly improved. Let me know what you think. I'll give you guys 30 seconds to provide your feedback, and then I'll provide mine. What do you guys think? What do you think of the layout? What do you guys think of the content in the thumbnail? What do you think of the value that it's providing? So Mark says that he's kind of duplicating the thumbnail and the title, so that's a lost opportunity. That's right. You are communicating the same thing twice here. $200 gaming build, and then how to build a $200 gaming PC. You are repeating the same information twice, so that is a lost opportunity to get people to click there. Havoc agrees with that. That is primary feedback. That's good. Anything else, you guys? Otherwise, I do have a couple of things I want to tell you. Cheap gaming PC in the thumbnail? Yeah, like some kind of alternative wording to communicate the same thing could be interesting. Yep. All right, cool. So here's or high value, low cost. Exactly. So alternate wording there could be a good option for Mark to use. All right, here's some feedback for you. So I can help you, Mark, brainstorm some options for future videos. I do this for a lot of my patrons. But for this thumbnail, obviously feedback number 1 is don't repeat the title in the thumbnail unless this is a very, very specific how-to video. And this is a specific how-to video. So in learning videos, you can repeat the same information in the title and the thumbnail, just vary it slightly and in an interesting way. So it's up to you if you want to repeat that information. I think it is better not to repeat that information if you can come up with something better than how to build a $200 gaming PC in your thumbnail in terms of the text that you're repeating. Okay? Another thing that you can do that I think would significantly improve your performance is this little thing right here, which is your avatar and your brand. I don't think that that's doing anything for you. And I think that that's adding an extra element to your thumbnails that is not increasing the clickability of your thumbnails. And I understand a lot of people are like, oh, you need to have consistency with your branding. Guess what? Nobody cares if you have consistency with your branding. It doesn't matter. Like, no viewers give any craps whether you have consistency in your branding or not. So I think that that little avatar face of you there is doing nothing to help you at all. And in fact, it's hurting the clickability of your thumbnails. Okay? Instead of this little avatar, you should be putting your face in your thumbnails. Your content is actually, when we click your content, what do we get? When we click your content, we get a human being on camera reviewing technology products who's a pretty good looking human being and a pretty good host. So why aren't you using your primary asset and your primary brand, which is your face, in your thumbnails? You have excellent photography skills, you have excellent Photoshop skills, you have a fantastic backdrop. Why aren't you using this backdrop and this set right here to be a setup for your thumbnails? Putting your face and using your hands in your thumbnails will make your thumbnails 10 to 20 times more engaging than using that little avatar thing in your thumbnail. If I just randomly look at your thumbnails, I'm gonna think that this is just gonna be a voiceover video with some guy just talking on top of like images of a PC or something. So you're not communicating a lot of the value that you're providing in your videos, which is you get an actual human being who's going to actually walk you through building that PC. So please remove that avatar and please put your actual face there. Let's look at Linus Tech Tips as an example. He's getting hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views on his content. I'm sure you are familiar with this channel. And the fact that he has these faces in his thumbnails is generating massive clickability for him. It's his face plus one other element is the format. So it's human being plus one other element, technology. Human being plus one other element, technology. Steal this format from Linus Tech Tips and use this format to increase your click-through rate and to more clearly communicate the value of your videos. Use the human being plus one technology element format for your thumbnails and significantly increase the performance of your content on your channel, Mark. I guarantee it. All right? This right here didn't use that format and also did not clearly communicate any value. Rebuilding the budget portables PC thumbnail, you've got 1 element, 2 element, 3 element, 4 element in the thumbnail. Too many elements. You need to have 1 element, human being, and 2nd element, technology thing. That's all your thumbnail should have, okay? So use that thumbnail format and significantly increase the performance of your videos moving forward. Okay, but wait, Mark, there's more. If you stick around for another 2 minutes, I've also, excuse me, I've also got feedback for you on your social media strategy. If you call in today, creators, I'm gonna provide even more strategy tips. Buy one, get one free. Are you ready? I'm just taking a break so I can take a sip of my coffee. I hope you're getting value from this, Mark. But wait, there's more. You're missing out, Mark, on the primary technology platform, technology content platform on the internet, and it's called the Twitters. And you're not using Twitter to its fullest extent. and you need to step up your Twitter game in a significant way, Mark. Twitter, as you know, is where almost all of the conversations about technology products happen in real time. And this is a huge opportunity for you to capture new audiences. And if you're going to focus your time on any social media platform, it needs to be Twitter. Not only is Twitter the best social media platform for creators, because you can actually drive traffic back to YouTube using Twitter, but also for technology specifically, it is the best platform because this is where the conversations about new and best things happen, and news and updates and opinions on technology and what have you. Lots and lots of social technology content are released. So what could you do, Mark, to step up your technology game and to build your audience on Twitter? Well, considering you're so knowledgeable of technology, there is a huge opportunity for you to drop knowledge bombs and learning bombs on audiences here on Twitter. And this is a major missed opportunity that you are not taking advantage of. So on Twitter, as a technology expert, here's just a couple ideas to spark your interest. Schedule out, using Twitter Media Studio, daily tips on your Twitter account. I'm gonna write these down here on the whiteboard. Daily tips on your account for people that are interested in learning more about technology. I bet you could think of one interesting thing every single day to share with audiences that they would think is interesting that you could drop on Twitter. Daily tips on Twitter, schedule them out in Twitter Media Studio or in TweetDeck or in Buffer, and those daily tips will grow your channel because you are an interesting and knowledgeable person. Another thing that you could do on Twitter is tweeting about trending in new releases. Every single trending and new release thing on technology happens on Twitter. You need to jump on those hashtags and you need to engage with other technology influencers on Twitter, and you need to reply to them. You need to share your opinion. You need to correct people when they're wrong because you have an opinion on these things, because you are an expert on these subjects, and you need to not just tweet about things that are trending, but more importantly, engage with other people that have actual traction on Twitter on technology items. Engage with the Apple account. Engage with the other big tech YouTubers. Engage, engage, engage. Reply, reply, reply. Drop your knowledge, drop your opinion on people, primarily your knowledge on Twitter by engaging with other people, and you will start blowing up on Twitter by engaging with technology influencers on a regular basis. Okay, so these are the two things that you can do to grow your avenue and get a new audience on Twitter that you can ultimately drive to YouTube by doing what? By cutting clips of your YouTube videos, the most interesting clips of your YouTube videos, and then releasing those on Twitter as a Twitter video. And then within that Twitter video, having the call to action right there in the corner to go to your YouTube channel. All right, I've talked about this a million times on my live streams. I've talked about this a million times, and I'll continue to talk about it. Releasing videos on Twitter is the best way to grow on Twitter. Everybody knows this because I've said it 5 billion freaking times, and you need to use this strategy. And the strategy I'm talking about, of course, is the strategy where you upload a video like this video right here. You upload a video, and then the video itself has a link in the top right-hand corner that you can click, and that is the link to the full technology review, okay? And when you release those videos, go ahead and just release an interesting clip, an interesting fact with a little caption here in like a caption of the interesting points in the video, and then drop the video clip here, and this will help you drive traffic from Twitter back to YouTube and release original content on Twitter that will grow your Twitter avenue. All right, so this was a ton of advice. This is a lot of changes and tweaks for you to make, Mark, but if you take my advice of providing unique challenge and learning value on your channel, only producing videos, stepping up your Twitter game, and incorporating your face plus technology element in your thumbnails, you will blow up to hundreds of thousands of views per month on YouTube. I guarantee it, if not millions of views, for the exact same amount of time and effort that you're putting into your channel today. Technology channel review complete. I hope you found value in that, Mark. I'm telling you, if you take that advice, you will grow. Please take this advice very, very seriously. I have worked on technology videos and technology channels and advised technology channels in the past. I'm glad that you found that to be helpful. That's what I'm talking about. And if any of you guys would like me to review your channel or to help you, please become my patron. I need your financial support in order to continue to do this. Right now, I'm only making hundreds of dollars, like a handful of hundreds of dollars here doing this. So if you become my patron and you support me, I provide one-on-one coaching, I provide legendary channel reviews, and this helps fund me continuing to do this free content that you get every single day, Monday through Friday, right here on my channel. So I've got a $25 tier that you guys can join where you get tons of value, legendary channel review, you get a fast pass to ask me questions on my live stream, you get unlimited DMs and follow-ups with me, you get access to my patron-only Discord, you get access to my patron-only feed, and of course, you get my eternal gratitude. And if you upgrade to my $150 tier, I will give you one-on-one coaching and VIP access to me, where I can give you just in-depth looks at your analytics and your strategy and coaching you as if you were my brother. All right, cool. That's gonna wrap things up for, oh, hold on. I think we've got one question for the stream. We have one patron question with that fast pass. So let's go ahead and do that fast pass question. This one is from Helmets. He's saying that he's aiming at utilizing YouTube as a subsidiary for his content streaming stuff and then posting to YouTube. Should he focus on recording the stream, and if the video can't handle the VOD and download it later on, does the quality drop down significantly if you download an MP4 from YouTube or if you download an MP4 from Twitch? And the answer to that question, and I think Mark Spurl already answered this question for his fellow patron, the answer to that question is yes. It significantly decreases the quality of your video if you download the MP4 directly from YouTube. Let me show you what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about? Do you guys know that you can download the VODs directly from YouTube, like directly from the YouTube interface? Let me just show you the feature I'm talking about if you're not already familiar. Let me pull it up here real quick. I'll just go to my channel real quick. My channel, and let's go to Creator Studio. But you can actually download the MP4 directly from your dashboard in YouTube. When you download the MP4, I'm talking about this drop-down option right here, download MP4, it will significantly decrease the quality of that VOD, especially for channels that are doing gaming content or doing gameplay content. It will wreck the quality of that content pretty hard. If you're doing on-camera stuff and you're decently color corrected and the quality of that on-camera stuff is good, downloading the MP4 here is okay. Also, the download VOD version on Twitch and on Mixer will significantly decrease. It is a highly encoded version of that video, and it just drops the quality down so that YouTube servers have to do less work. So yes, it decreases the quality. I don't recommend doing that, but if that is the only option that you have, then do it, okay? If that is the only option that you have to have a copy of your live stream, then sure, you can use that, but it will decrease the quality. Consider buying an external capture card to record your footage if you don't have the like PC power to handle it. And the external capture card you can actually plug into a relatively crap computer, and you can actually get the value out of that. So I will link to you guys my creator gear guide, my ultimate creator gear guide in chat. You can check this out on the VOD later. You can check this out on your own time. And I've got a capture card, an Elgato HD60 capture card that I recommend there that can save you system resources, and you can actually capture footage on a garbage PC using that USB device. All right. That is answering your question, Helmets. Thank you everybody so much for watching. This was a Really fun one to do. It was all about live streaming. It was all about live stream strategy. And then we did a channel review, and I really enjoyed it. Mark's Burrow, take that advice. Hopefully that can help you out a significant amount, and you can go become a big success. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you in the next one. And keep making amazing content, amigos. And keep creating. And don't let negative people hold you back. You're unstoppable. Adios, amigos.